So today I will explain more depth on how it is deploying to EC2 instance. So yesterday I have a sample application. I have committed that code to GitHub, and I have configured that GitHub details in my code deploy configuration, and I have selected the revision number. So then it is picking up the that revision changes and it is deploying. But how it is picking? So what are the files it is picking? So where it is exactly deploying? So how it knows where it has to deploy? So for that, so we have to write. So whenever you are creating a new deployment, okay. Creating a new application in your code deploy. So we have to we will put our code in the AWS code commit or GitHub, right? So in that we will put our code, means our application code we will put in our GitHub repositories. Okay. So in that repository itself, we have to write one file, app spec file. Okay. This is the app spec file is the instruction file for your deployment using the code deploy. So if we write down the app spec file, so that will be written on the Ruby. So that is the extension with ML language, extension with the YAML. So we have to write our instructions in that file. So when you are triggering the new deployment, it will read that YAML file and it will execute whatever instructions we have provided in that app spec file. It will execute those commands. So what type of instructions we can write down in the app spec file? So we can write, so suppose we have selected one revision. So what are the files you want to move and which location you want to move? Where is your source and where you want to move? So where is your destination? So this is the files level configuration. What files needs to be moved in the in a environment. Okay, that is the first step. So to move, what are the steps you want to perform? So that is the hooks. There are different parts in spec file. So we have to write in our app spec file based on our requirement. So there is a concept hooks. Okay, in the hooks there are different stages in the hooks. So those hooks we have to write in the app spec file. So. So this is the workflow. Suppose what we will write in the hook. We will write hooks in the application stop. Okay, application stop. So generally this is the execution flow of the hooks. Okay, we will write this is the steps. Application stop, before install, after install, application start, validate service. These are the steps we have to write in the under hooks. So what we have to write in the application stop? Suppose you are deploying application to Apache web server, or you are deploying to Apache Tomcat. So we have to write. So how we can stop the application? So we will have some command, right, to stop the application or to stop a server. So we will write down that script in the application start in the step. Okay, so before install, what you want to do before install? Suppose if you want to take a backup of existing thing, or if you want to copy files from one location to another location, so that thing we can execute that kind of instructions we can write in the before install. Okay, let's say we have copied some files to our required location. So next, what we have to do after moving some files to some location, if you want to change the permissions on the files, or if you want to change the owner of the file, that kind of actions, if you whatever actions you require after installations, those kind of actions or instructions we can write it in this after installation step. Okay, next we have to start the application. So once start the application, we have to validate it. So if you know how to validate a particular service, we can write down that kind of instructions in the validate service. Okay, here script we will write in the shell script. Okay, for each step we can write a separate file, and we have to put those things in a scripts folder, and we have to just to call that script file in the specific step. Okay, so let's say let me go back to the yesterday's my sample application. uh, okay, this is my sample application. I have committed this sample application to my GitHub. So in this you can see one is the scripts folder and one is the readme file. This is the just empty file. We are creating when you are creating a repository. Okay, so this is the actual application file. This is the scripts file and app spec file. This is the extension is YAML. Okay, so YAML scripting. So if you open this file, see here some version and OS. Here files, in the files category we have to write where is your source file and where you want to copy this file. So like this, suppose I have a 10 files or 100 files, so you have to write this. You can continuously repeat this one. So let's say like this we can write. So this one is, oh, screen not changing. Okay, now it is. Are you able to see my screen now? Okay. Okay, see here. So like this we can add multiple files. Okay, suppose this one is login.html, or if this file is located in different location, we can put some pages slash. So like this you can specify your source file path location here. Okay, and the next destination where you want to copy this path. So you have to specify the destination also. So like this you can how many files you want to copy, you can you have to update the script. Okay, so next one is the hooks. So in the hooks, application stop, before install and after install. So these are the steps we have to write down. So here let me go back to the PPT. Here you can see application stop, before install, after install, application start. So currently I have written only before install and application stop. If required we can write application start, after install, those tasks also. So here in the before install, these are the parameters we have to pass. Location. So location means where your executable script is there. So this is the my script file located. So you can specify the timeout, how much time you want. Suppose it is taking more than 300 seconds, so it will automatically reject the, it will automatically fail that task. Okay, so run as. So with
A small doubt here.
yeah,
What script is this?
this is YAML scripting.
What is that?
YAML, YAML.
YAML. Okay.
It's a Ruby kind of thing. So, so this is just an instruction file. Okay, so actual scripts we have written in the Linux script only. So if you shell script, see. So install dependency is the one script. This is the shell script. So m install -y HTTPD. So here I am installing the HTTPD server. So this script I am passing here in the location. Okay. So it will execute this script. So what code deploy agent will do? So it will search for this appspec file. Okay, it will load this file and it will read these files. What are the files needs to be copied? Okay, so what are the instructions you have provided in the hooks? Okay, that hooks will execute before install. So how hooks will execute? Suppose I have written before install here, application stop here. So but actual workflow is like this. So first it will stop the application, then it will download bundle and before install. Next it will execute the before install, then install and after install. So like this it will execute the flow even if you are not following the proper sequence in this YAML file. Okay. So with whom you want to execute this script, so you can specify the user also, run as a root user, so it can run with the root user without fail. So because this user will have the all privileges, right? So how it is executing with the root privileges? So when we are launching the EC2 instance, we are launching this instance with a specific role, right? So that is the code deploy instance role. So in that, based on that role, it will give some executable permissions through AWS code deploy agent. So that's why it is that's why we have to assign that AWS code deploy instance role while creating the EC2 instance. So in the yesterday we have not assigned that AWS code deploy instance role. So that's why we are facing a lot of issues while deploying the code. It is not triggering. It's initial stage of itself. It is failing. Okay. So this is the one script to run, and this is the start the server and stop the server. So in the let me open the scripts also. Okay, in the stop server, so this is pre-grep, PG grep HTTP. It means it will give the some response. So on that response we are checking here is exist. We are setting this. We are changing the value, and then service stop means what it will do. It will give you the some status, it is running or not. So based on the status, if it is running, we are stopping the application here. Okay, stopping the service. So next in the start, we are just starting the service HTTPD start. I hope you already know why we have to write this line. Is it clear? Any doubts? Okay. Let me go to apps to play. So I have written two steps here in the hooks before install and application start. I have specified my script locations where my scripts are there. So it will execute these scripts. Okay. And okay. Okay, this is fine. So that's why it is taking this index.html and it is deploying to uh, where www/html. So actually Apache web server will point to this location. So let's say if you are deploying a web application, so what we have to do? So we have to specify our source file paths here. Okay, and where your Tomcat is installed, let's say where we will generally copy web apps, okay, and our application name. So we have to specify that path here, so it will automatically copy those files to Apache Tomcat. So next what we have to do, so before install we have to stop the application, okay, and to stop the application we have to stop Tomcat application, only that specific application. Okay, sometimes maybe it will not stop if any memory leaks are there in your web application. Okay, So at the time you can stop the server also. Okay. So in the so install dependency. Suppose install dependency means suppose your Tomcat is not installed. Okay, so you want to install the Tomcat before install. So you can check this one. You can in the install dependencies you can write. So where you want to download your Apache Tomcat URL, you have to specify your download URL in that install dependencies and how you want to. So let's say for downloading wget and some URL, and next once downloaded we have to change the executable permissions, so it will give you the some tar file, right? So the tar file, what command we have to execute, extract the tar command, and where you want to extract that extracted path, everything we have to write in the install dependency scripts like this. Here it is a simple, it is just installing from the repository. Okay, if that Apache Tomcat is already having, it is already hosted in the repository, you can just simply yum install and then the service name. Okay, it is a yum is for CentOS and Red Hat Linux. Okay, so if you are using different Linux flavors like Ubuntu, we have to for Ubuntu apt-get, and Linux Mint also I think apt-get. Okay, so based on the Linux flavor, this command will change. Okay, is it clear? Any doubts? Okay, next. Okay, thank you. Next, yesterday we have created instance with the AWS CodeDeploy role, right? So, and while launching the instance, we have specified some instructions in the user data sections. I want to execute these commands. So I have specified some commands uh, in the user data. So somehow I hope some commands are executed, some commands are not executed. Maybe our script is wrong. So how we know it is executed some commands or it is completely not executed? How we know? So we can check that log in the EC2 instance where we can check that log where log. Okay. Generally, if you install any service in Linux environment, we can find those application logs in the var log. Okay, any service means so suppose if you are installed any service from the Linux repository, so if we are installing some application through Linux repository means they will have some bin files or not a tar.gz file, bin files. So in the bin file they will write some spec. So when their software is installing the Linux system where they want to extract their exact application data or some logs or some backup data, where they want to put those put those data. So they will write that spec in the bin file. So based on that, it will put those files in the specified location in that spec file. So generally, all applications will put the spec where they will store the logs in the var log. In the var log, they will create one folder with their application, and in that they will create a log files. Okay. var/log. Okay. So in this var/log, you can see HTTPD, AWS audit, NTP stats, mail. Okay. So this is the log cloud-init-output.log. In this log, we can see the installation launch when we are launching the EC2 instance, if we provide any executable commands in the user data, then only it will create this file. Okay, those commands output it will write here. Okay, and instance level output we can find in this cloud-init.log, and user data output we can see in the cloud-init.output.log. Okay, let me open this. So first it is connected, so your identification has been saved in this location, so it is attached to this key is a trusted key, and it is attached to is a trusted keys. And the next one is so 3 packages needed to upgrade, so some checks are running here, and dependencies resolved. Okay, it is identified the what are the dependencies required to install the particular software. Okay, and let me open our instruction file. This file we have uploaded it. Okay, region. So next one is m update -y. First command it is executed this one. Let me check this. Sorry, it is already there. Yeah, here region. This is the region. So we are getting the region from using this URL. Okay, this is the default URL for the AWS. Okay, we can get the metadata information from these URLs. Okay, okay. So first command is m update -y. So you can see that. See, m update -y loaded plugins, priorities, update promoted, and upgrade helper. Everything it is running, resolving dependencies. So this is the output for this command execution. Okay. So if you see here, so everything is completed. So dependencies resolved. Okay, it is identified the dependencies. Next, it is these are the softwares it is going to update. Okay, and this is the transaction summary. So install one package and one dependent package, and upgraded 16 packages totally. Okay, one new package is installed, and one dependent package plus one dependent package, and 16 packages are upgraded. Okay, so next to instruction is m install ruby wget-y. Okay, so here it is completed the upgrade of the system. Okay, so next it is executing m install ruby wget-y. So it is again it is identifying the uh, dependencies and installing. Okay, it is installed. See, package already installed and latest version. Package wget already installed and the latest version. Okay, if it is not installed, then it will install. If it is already installed, it will not install. If it is a old version, then it will install. Okay, so nothing to do. Okay, next m install httpd is the next instruction. Okay, this is the next instruction. Okay, so it is now again it is resolving the dependencies and resolved, and these are the things it is fine to install this software. So first installing the http, these things are uh, uh, dependent utilities. Suppose if you want to configure a load balancer with Apache Tomcat, these things are required. So we have to install this APR-utils. Okay, so it is identified the dependencies and it is installed those dependencies also. Okay, so install 3.6 MB total size of that one. So next one is changing the user directory. Okay, changing to the user home directory. So next, wget install. This is the code deploy agent is downloading. Okay, it is downloading the code deploy agent file, executable file here. So it is downloaded, it is connected to that server and it is downloaded. Okay, next one is okay, once it is downloaded, it's like a normal file. So we have to change the permissions. Okay, we have to give executable permissions to that particular downloaded file. So here, this is the command next instruction sudo chmod u plus x dot install. So here it is cannot access no such file or directory. Here the command is wrong. We should not give dot install. So this dot install file is already there in the EC2-user folder. Okay, this is not a we are not executing this file. So when you are giving changing permissions in a particular file, we have to pass the exact file path or relative path. So if we put the dot, it will check for the dot install file. It will treat this dot as a character in the file name. Okay, so it won't found this file. So we have, if we remove this dot, then it will give the permissions, then your command will execute successfully. So this is the failed command, so that's why this is also unable to execute. So dot install command not found. Why? Because we have not given any executable permissions to this install. See, if we are not giving the executable permissions, we cannot execute the script. It will say command not found. Okay, so in the Linux, we no need to maintain a extension to execute a Linux scripting. So you can put a .ssh extension, not a problem. Even if you are not put the .ssh extension also, it will work. So you have to just give the executable permissions to that file, then it will execute whatever commands you have written in that script. It will execute. Okay, so that's why it is not installed the AWS code deploy agent. So that's why our deployment agents are failed yesterday. Is it clear? Okay, so this is the EC2 instance launch log analysis. Next one is we have deployed application using the code deploy, right? So where we can find the that logs. So if you go to AWS, reconnect. Okay, go to AWS code deploy agent. So here we can see the code deploy agent logs here. So how it is version file found. It will check for the version file. What cannot found, we will not found any much information here. Let me. So where we can find the installation, we can find that installation. Leap cloud. So where it will store that file actually. So when you are launching EC2 instance, we will provide some user data, right? So that user data we can find here. So it will store a file user-data.txt. Okay, we don't have read access on this. That read access only on root user, read and write access. So that's why we are unable to open this file. Okay, so where we can find that installation is opt-codedeploy agent. So in this CodeDeploy agent, we can see the state of the CodeDeploy agent currently. In this, we can find the CodeDeploy agent process ID. Okay, based on that, we can stop the CodeDeploy agent. And let me go to CodeDeploy root. So here we can see the deployment instructions. So we open this file. This is just a JSON file. See here what are the configuration we configured in the while triggering the new deployment. That thing we can come here. See here, it's copying some HTML to this location. So destination. Okay, and this is the source. So apt code apply. So and another one is clean up successful installation. Okay, this is the successful installation ID. This is the deployment ID. So we can find the deployment ID in this folder. Okay, and cleaning the previous file. It is deleting the previous file. So in this file we can see the all deployment IDs. Okay, we have deployed two. These are the two successful deployments we can see here. So in the logs, that particular deployment log, you can see here logs. See here, life cycle event before install. Okay, install dependencies loaded, and this is nothing to do, and scripts start server. Okay, server started. So this is the commands executed in the deployment process. Next one, this is the, so first it will download the bundle. So it will retrieve the code from the specified revision and it will generate the bundle. Next it will extract. This is the extracted one. So deployment archive. So it will take the source file from here. Whatever source you have specified in the app spec file. So it will pick that file from here. Okay, so this is the source path. So we have specified index.html. Let's say we have a pages folder here, pages/login.html. If we mention that file in the abstract file, so we can see that instruction also in the installation. Where you can see in this, you can see in the deployment instructions file, installation file, JSON file. Okay. So deployment logs, here we can see the code deployment. See here, before install, so it is installing the calling this one and stop server, and so next one is application stopped scripts stop server, and again running another process. So it is copying. Okay, so here first it is checking the dependency before install. So it is checking the dependencies, install dependencies. So if it is server is not installed, it will install and it will start. Okay, next it is stopping the server, and again it is running the before installation instructions, and then it is starting the server. Okay, is it clear? Any doubts? Okay, and anything I missed? Okay. Okay, I'm disconnecting this. I have created a new instance. So I have created new instance in Vijna origin. So I have a repository in the code commit. Okay. Okay. Now let me open this instance logs. So let me refresh here. So if I open this cloud init, see here it is executing this command and it is success. Completed, and next it is installed Ruby wget, and next installed HTTPD, and next it is changed to the directory, and next downloaded the AWS CodeDeploy agent. Okay, next it is given the executable permissions. I have corrected the script when I launching this instance. So, and it is given the executable permissions, and it is executed this agent. Okay, it is done. Okay, now let me go to code deploy. Okay, let's start custom deployment. Skip walkthrough. So I'm just going once again. Yesterday what we did. Okay, code deploy lab. So deployment code is SIT. Okay, I am selecting my EC2 instance here, name and code deploy lab. So there are one instances in this with this lab with this tag. So I want to deploy so code deploy default at one at a time. Okay, and so you have to select my service role. Okay, and then create application. Okay, so my application is created. Okay, let me select this application group and click on action and apply a new revision. So select my application name and group, and so it is not showing here also. Okay, it's yesterday we have created on Oregon. Virginia it should show. Okay. So anyways, I am selecting my GitHub only. It is not showing. So connect with GitHub. What? It is taking a lot of time. already connected. Finalizing GitHub authorization. Let me close this, click on connect again. So let me close this. I am logging out from here. Okay, come to GitHub. Okay, now it is asking the username password. Sign in. Okay, meanwhile, I will show you. Okay, meanwhile, I will use the yesterday's one only. Go to deployment configuration. Sorry, not deployment configuration. Deployments and new deployment. Sorry, the applications. Go to applications, and I want to create a trigger for this application. So how we can select this, select this group and edit. Okay. So here we have a triggers. So create a triggers and subscribe to Amazon SNS topics to receive notifications about events in this deployment group. Okay, so let me create a trigger. So it is asking the trigger name and event type, what type of event you want to send notification, and if you have to select the Amazon SNS topics. So if you want to create a trigger, first of all, you have to know SNS. So SNS is a simple notification. So it's like a publisher and a subscriber a functionality. So we have to create a topics for that. So then we can select that topic here in the while creating the trigger. So it will whenever event is happened in your particular service, it will push that event notification to SNS. So SNS will send a notification to your email or is SMS. It will send a email or SMS based on your configuration in the SNS. Okay, so can I continue or stop for today? Okay, let me go to services, SNS, mobile services, SNS. So let me click on get started. So here we have a create a topic, create a platform application, create subscription, publish message, publish text text message. Okay. For now, I am going to create a topic. So let me create code deploy code deploy events. Okay. So on the display name also code deploy events. Not exceed. Okay. Code deploy. Okay. And then create a topic. Okay, it's very simple. You have to specify the topic name and display name of the topic. Okay, so next we have to uh, application is not required. Subscriptions we have to create a subscription and enter topic ARN. So we have to go to topics. So this is the topic ARN. Okay, and go to subscriptions. So create a subscription. So and then paste here. So how you want, which protocol you want to use. So HTTP, HTTPS, email, SMS, or AWS Lambda, or Amazon SQS. So I want to use email service here. Okay. So let me give my email ID here. Okay. So I click on create subscription. So currently the subscription here is pending confirmation. So what we have to do, select this, and we will receive a subscription notification. So we have to confirm from there, or we can, if we take that URL and we can activate from here also. That is. Let me refresh here. Okay, let me check my email. Okay, see here I have received an email from the AWS notification subscription confirmation. If I click on this confirm subscription, so then it will activate in the, okay, I have subscription confirm. If you go to the SMS and refresh here, so this was confirmed. Okay, so we have created a topic. Okay, and we have added subscription, and we no need to add a subscription also here. So once you create a topic, it will automatically send in notifications to users. So let me go to please code deploy. So open this application and select the group, edit. So click on create trigger. So the trigger name is deploy event. Okay. So deployment status or instance status, instance start, succeeds, fails. So I want this one. And if you want to add more also, we can add. Okay. So let's say code deploy event. Okay, this is the topic. Okay, so create a trigger. Deploy changes made to SIT. Okay, save and deploy now. Deploy now. So here it is, deployment was started. Refresh it. We expand here, you can see the view events. So this was succeeded. Okay, this was succeeded. Okay, so next go to deployments. This was succeeded, and go to my email ID. Close this one. Go to email ID, and if you see here, code deploy. See here, success. So your AWS code deploy trigger this one. Code deployment is able to send notifications for SNS topic used. Okay, if you want to unsubscribe from here, you can unsubscribe here. Okay, and another also I received. Hello, the status of the following AWS code deployment status is created. This is the first email. Once we trigger the deployment. Okay. So like this, we can create a SNS. See here. Oh, in progress. It is sent to every status. Each and every status it is sent to my email. So like this, we can configure the SNS. Okay. So if you want to create a triggers, we have to configure SNS or SQS. SNS is the default. This is a kind of a simple notification service, means it will send the mobile services basically. So generally people will see mails, messages in the mobiles, right? So better to create this SNS for creating a triggers. Okay, is it clear? Any doubts? Still it is operating. Shit. I'm using the AWS CodeDeploy service. Okay, so I want to deploy my application to 10 instances. So I have to install the CodeDeploy agent in all the instances. I have to launch EC2 instance with the role of AWS CodeDeploy instance role. Okay, make sure you have to launch your EC2 instance with the AWS CodeDeploy instance role and AWS CodeDeploy agent installation. Okay, then only your application will deploy to CodeDeploy.